If your Meta Ads accounts are full of random campaigns, duplicated ad sets, and creatives that you can't compare properly, this video will show you a much cleaner way to structure things. I'm going to walk you through our exact campaign structure that we've recently implemented and how it makes things much easier to manage. By the end of this video, you'll understand what belongs in the campaign level, what belongs in the ad set level, what belongs in the ad level, and how to structure everything so you have clear visibility across the Meta Ads campaign. Just to be clear, this is not a Meta Ads tutorial. I'm just going to be going through our campaign structure, how we organize campaigns, how we upload new ads, and how we test. So if you're running Meta Ads currently and you feel overwhelmed by the dashboard, by Andromeda, and about how to structure your campaigns, this is the video to watch. Here's a quick overview of the campaign structure we're using currently. Since the rollout of Andromeda, which is Meta's algorithm update on how they distribute ads to the user, we know that creative diversity is the key thing. Not only do we want to have as many creatives as possible, we want to have diverse types of creatives. So you want to have UGC, top of funnel, testimonials. You want to be hitting all types of the funnel. You want to do graphics, you want to do reels, you want to do absolutely everything. So that Meta can take those ads, distribute, find out what works best. So our sole goal with the campaign structure is to be able to give Meta flexibility while also not letting them have free reign to do whatever they want when it comes to distributing the ads. We want to give them as many ads as possible, but we also want to be able to feed the engine with the ads we know are going to work best. The way we're structuring things is you want to have one campaign for each major goal you have. If you're trying to get new patients, you want to have one campaign for getting patients. If you want to sell more products on your store, we should have one campaign for that goal. And within each campaign, we're going to have ad sets. Okay. And in each ad set, we're going to have 4 to 6 ads. The idea here is each ad set is basically a batch of ads. And what we do is we go in weekly to each ad set and upload 4 to 6 ads in a new ad set every single week. So when we start our campaign, we're going to have one campaign created. And then we're going to create one ad set labeled batch 1, the date, and an angle or idea that we have for the ad set. And within the ad set, we're going to launch 4 to 6 ads with very unique styles of content. We're going to be launching testimonial ads. We're going to be launching UGC, launching reels, launching educational. Everything goes into the one ad set. And then what we do is once a week, for us, it's on a Tuesday, we'll come in again the next week and launch a second batch of ads with completely new ideas, completely new angles, and completely new creatives, so that we can feed the Meta engine with as much creative diversity as possible. And that's really it. So we'll just keep on doing this week by week. And then after 12 weeks, we're going to have 12 ad sets. After 16 weeks, we're going to have 16 ad sets. And then we can go into the campaign. We can clearly review the ad sets. What has the lowest cost per lead? What has the lowest cost per purchase? What has the highest ROAS? And we'll just start turning off ad sets that aren't working as well, but keeping on the ad sets that are working well and keeping on the ad sets that are performing best. If we just keep on rinse and repeating this process, after 6 months, we'll have a very clear 5 to 10 ad sets that perform well consistently. And then on the ad level, we don't really need to be reviewing the ad level that much because we know Meta will put the budget into the winners. You'll likely see in each ad set, there'll probably be 1 or 2 ads which will get 90% of the spend, and that's fine. We're trusting Meta nowadays to be able to distribute these ads to the right people and get the best results possible. So all you really need to do when it comes to Meta ads nowadays is creatives. That's all we need to work on. It's less of a media buying game anymore, and it's more of a creative game. We need as many creatives as possible. So our focus is how can we just produce loads and loads of creatives every single week? And how can we build a system that builds these creatives for us? That's where your focus should be. So simplifying the campaign structure like this is key. Campaign 01. Ad sets every week, 4 to 6 ads every single week inside the new ad sets you're making every single week. When it comes to campaign settings, it's very simple. We have CVO, so you want to put the budget at the campaign level, let Meta distribute it across all the ad sets and all the ads themselves. We're going to have broad targeting, Vantage Plus on. We're going to do some location targeting also. This is like the only constraint we put on Meta since the rollout of Andromeda. We don't want to put in age constraints. We don't want to put in interests, demographics, none of that. We just put in location targeting for the locations you want to target. So if you're a local business, you put a pin in, we put a radius around your location. If you're e-com, we'll just target to the nationality or wherever you can deliver to. So this is the only targeting we're actually using inside the campaign. And then finally, which is probably the most important thing you do, is we only allow Meta to spend a maximum of 80% of our campaign budget in one ad set, so that it's forced to distribute that extra 20% of budget across the other ad sets. If we don't do this, Meta will realistically put all of the campaign budget into one ad set, and it won't even bother testing any of the new batches we're making because it sees it has a winner. But we want testing, and we want Meta to distribute the budget across ads. So if we go into our Meta Ads Manager, and we're in our campaign, for example, and we can see here we have campaign budget on, and we have the budget here. If we go into the ad set, scroll down to budget and schedule, you can see this setting here where it says ad set spending limits. Toggle the set a minimum or maximum spend for this ad set, and let's put in 80%. So you see where it says average daily maximum? We're just going to scroll down, put in 80%. So now Meta, for each ad set, will never spend more than 80% of the campaign budget on one ad set. We don't want to constrain it too much by saying 50% or 40%, because at the end of the day, we need to trust Meta. But we do want to be testing the new batches we're making. So let's allow Meta to spend 80% of the budget if it wants on one ad set, but then force it to distribute the extra 20% of the budget across the other ad sets and let it test. That's pretty much it when it comes to Meta Ads campaign structure. We are going very simple with campaign structures going forward. It's going to be very much about the creatives, and it's not going to be about the media buying. It's not going to be about the individual targeting or structure. We're just going CVO, one campaign. We're launching an ad set a week with 4 to 6 ads. That's it. There's no need to overcomplicate it. Meta knows best. If we just give it the right creatives in a simplified structure, it will find the people we want to find.